Hello, everybody. I'm here with my friend Mike today, and he's going to tell us a story about a race he had. When was it? In the late '50s, early '60s?
Oh no,
No,
late 50s.
late '50s. Okay, and it was your V8 MG. It was a MG TD V8
Yes,
that was in Hot Rod magazine, and
it was installed. People always ask me why, how could I say it was the first Chevy powered MG in the country?
uh-huh.
And I would say, well, pretty simple. It was featured in Hot Rod magazine, 4-page article.
Yeah.
And the reason it got into Hot Rod magazine is that Ack Miller of Whittier
Mm-hmm.
had a speed shop. He was very famous fellow, and his good friend was the editor of Hot Rod magazine. So
Nice.
as he was installing the V8 in my MG,
Mm-hmm.
his friend, um,
His friend worked for Hot Rod magazine.
yeah, Pete Brock, I think. No, that's not right. There's all these
Yeah.
Brocks. I got get them mixed up. Anyway, the editor, the main guy at Hot Rod magazine, was there in the shop all the time,
Nice.
and he didn't take pictures, but his the main fellow, I'm blank on that took all the pictures, was always taking pictures of cars that were being built there. Anyway, this story was kind of funny. I lived 3 blocks off of Whittier Boulevard, which was quite famous for impromptu street racing,
Yes.
and it was just right by my house, so I was on it all the time, and for some reason I was pulling a trailer behind the MG, and it was a utility trailer, small,
Uh-huh.
that my dad had built, and I was going to take an electric cart,
Uh-huh.
a utility cart,
Uh-huh.
to Oklahoma
Wow.
to one of my relatives. I can't remember now quite who was going to get it, but it was something that we had around and it wasn't being used, so I was going to take it back to Oklahoma, which we did almost every summer.
Uh-huh.
And the MG, of course, had a V8, so it was capable of pulling the trailer to Oklahoma.
It pulled it a little better than the original 4-cylinder.
Yeah, yes. So anyway, I was on Whittier Boulevard and going east,
Uh-huh.
and stopped at the signal, and a new V8 Corvette pulled up next to me. And I'm just sitting there, I was like in high school.
Uh-huh.
And he looked over at me, and of course I was looking at him. And when the light changed, we both took off like bats out of hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I beat him pretty bad, and he wasn't probably too upset, maybe a little upset because he didn't know it had a V8 in it.
Uh-huh.
He was really upset though when he found out as I went by him that I was pulling a trailer. He didn't realize that, so it was like, oh my gosh, I just got blown in the weeds by an MG, which only has a 4-cylinder, as far as he was concerned,
Right.
and the damn thing was pulling a
Trailer.
trailer. So anyway, it was a pretty funny story, but it was
is funny.
weird in Whittier. It was a hotbed for hot rods anyway.
Yeah.
Example, they had 5 cars in the Mexican road race
Wow.
from
In,
Whittier.
in was it the Carrera?
Yes, the Carrera Pan America.
Carrera Pan America, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that was so racing and all of that was a big deal. So anyway, there was a guy that worked for the newspaper, the Whittier News, and he covered the drags at Santa Ana, and which incidentally, was the first drag strip in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And so we could read about who beat who and all that. And it wasn't formal. There was a guy that was always there that was the commentator.
Uh-huh.
And of course, since it was the only one around, everybody went there. So anyway, this guy from the newspaper saw or heard from somebody else.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he was right there. That would have been too crazy. But
yeah.
Somehow it got in the newspaper the next weekend, or I don't know how often the newspaper came out.
This was in Whittier News.
Whittier News
Newspaper.
Yeah. So
nice.
we were all surprised. Everybody,
Yeah.
of course, all my buddies called me up and said, "Did you race a Corvette?" I said, "Yeah, how'd you know?" I said, "A paper." I go,
That's so
"You're
funny.
kidding."
That would never happen today.
I know. So
But
of course, now you get thrown in jail.
That's
for doing
right.
That, but
That's right.
there was racing like that
So
all
cool.
the time, impromptu
Yeah.
racing.
So cool. And Santa Ana Airport is you said Santa Ana drag strip?
Yes.
That was at Santa Ana Airport, aka John Wayne Airport
Yes.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, we raced. There was 3 lanes for the planes.
Uh-huh.
And they were going from the inland road, which is probably the freeway now,
Yeah.
towards Huntington Beach.
Oh yeah.
That was the same. I think the airport runs that same direction now,
north south, I think. Yeah.
right into the ocean.
Right.
Kinda.
Right. Pointing towards the ocean. Yeah.
So we got on Sunday. We got the far right
Lane.
and the little airplanes, because it was just for little planes then,
Uh-huh.
little private planes.
Yeah.
They took the 2 to the left.
The big lanes.
So
Lanes.
they were the same. They were all just little bitty lanes, but so that was pretty funny. Everything was in the newspaper. It was like, golly. Can't have a simple drag race and not get caught.
and not get snitched on.
Yeah, that's right.
Did either of your parents ever get back to your parents that you were racing?
My parents were, by that time my dad was back in Oklahoma building swimming pools,
Okay.
and my mom had died when I was a junior in high school.
Oh no.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Well, that
so I
sucks.
know, but my grandmother wasn't too interested, and but I think that's
So that's
probably
why.
right. Yeah, my mom never saw the MG when the Chevy was in it,
Oh,
but she was the reason that I got the MG originally.
right.
I don't know if I didn't tell you that story. She wrote an article in the not the daily newspaper, but the newspaper that came out, I think bi-weekly.
Uh-huh.
And she came home one day and said, "Would you be interested in trading your car for a small sports car?
Yeah.
Because this fellow that I work with is getting married, and he needs a bigger car than this little funny sports car."
Right.
And she didn't know what the name of it was.
Yeah.
And I was driving her 4-door Pontiac 51 Chieftain, which was about the least cool
Yeah. Car that you could drive.
that you could possibly drive.
Back then.
So
it
the
was,
next day she came home and said, "That car that he wants to trade you for,
Yeah.
the Pontiac, is an MG."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, he wants to trade my Pontiac for an MG. I'll trade him.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. I'll trade him right now.
Nice.
So that's how I got the MG to begin with.
Uh-huh.
And of course, then later, as things happened,
Yeah.
we got the Chevy in it.
You got the. You
So
got
that
the
was
V8,
a funny story about racing a new Corvette and beating him,
yeah. Uh-huh.
and I was pulling the trailer.
So that was the C1 Corvette. That was the first V8 Corvette,
Right.
right? That came out. First they came with the 6, but you raced the V8.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, actually the 6-cylinder first Corvette
Uh-huh.
was really a pretty car.
Yeah, it was.
It was very stylish
Yeah.
and very sporty.
Yeah.
And when we opened, the first time I ever saw one was at Santa Ana Drags.
Oh, wow.
And when they opened the hood, there was a bunch of hot rod guys, right?
Right.
They opened the hood and we went,
A straight 6.
what? No, we didn't say that. We
Oh.
said Blue Flame
Oh.
6.
Uh-huh.
That's what they called that engine.
That's right.
Blue Flame 6.
Right.
And we didn't care. We were, hot rod guys.
It was disappointing.
and we
Yeah.
were very disappointed.
Yeah.
And they also all had automatic
Oh, yeah, that's right.
power glide
A 2-speed, yeah.
transmissions.
I think that's right,
Which
yeah.
was really
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah. Yeah, low and high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my buddy had that transmission in his Nova, and it sucked.
Oh,
It
yeah.
sucked, yeah.
So,
So, well, other than, unless you have a ton of horsepower and it's built out, but for back then, it wasn't a very, very good transmission. But then they went to a V8 to get, 'cause I think Ford, put a V8 in the Thunderbird, and then they had to compete, so they put a V8 in the Corvette.
well, the Thunderbird always had a V8.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then, so when they put the V8, did it still have the 2-speed, or I'm guessing it probably also came with a 4-speed option, manual? Could you get a Corvette with a manual in the first generation, do you know?
I think the first one had 3-speed.
Okay, an automatic. Oh, 3-speed manual?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then,
Yeah, they were just using parts that they already had.
of course,
They didn't have 4-speed.
Corvette wasn't like a huge legend like it is now. So it was just starting out, and
It wasn't a legend at all.
not at all, huh?
They were trying to compete with, like Whittier had Continental Motors out on Whittier Boulevard, out on East Whittier,
Uh-huh.
West Whittier,
Uh-huh.
and Continental Motors sold Jaguars
Oh,
and MGs and Austin Healey's,
oh,
and of course Jaguars were the finest there was.
oh, right.
Because Whittier had a lot of money, so
So people would just go out and buy Jags in that area.
yeah, so they
Yeah.
they could do that. They
Yeah.
didn't have Ferraris; they were
Yeah.
in Hollywood, but
Uh-huh.
Ferraris weren't too much. We
Yeah.
weren't even impressed by them because they had little engines and
That's right.
didn't have much
100.
horsepower.
180 cubic inches of small 12 cylinders, right? 3-liter?
Yeah, they were little
3-liter?
bitty, really, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think they were 180 something cubic inch.
they were beautiful cars.
Of
but,
course, yeah.
we were hot rod guys, so we were
Yeah,
putting Oldsmobiles and anything, and
nice,
Buicks and
nice.
all the big V8s were going in cars.
The
that we
smaller
had.
cars. Very
So-
cool. Well, thanks for sharing the story. And we'll have to do this again soon, and you have to tell us some more stories. All right?
All right, good.
Okay, sounds good.